Okay, guys, today we're going to be talking about making good financial choices. All right. So once again, we have a limited amount of resources, so we've got to make our dollars count. So the concept that is often a little bit difficult to understand is the difference between a trade-off and an opportunity cost. Now, every time we make a decision, there's a trade-off and an opportunity cost. Now, the trade-off is the thing that I decided to go with. I thought this was more desirable, so I'm willing to give up my other choices to purchase this item or to make this decision. Okay, the opportunity cost is what you gave up when you took the trade off. Okay, so if I go back to Econ 101, this is the example my professor gave me. Let's say we're given the option of going to college or getting to work right away. If we go to college, we're going to pay a lot and we won't really have anything to show for it for about 4 years. However, we're most likely going to command a higher income with our degree. But if we work right away, we're not going to have any debt and we'll be earning money right away. However, what we'll be earning will most likely be lower than someone who has a degree. Okay, so if we choose college, if we choose college, that's my trade off. That's what we're picking. That's what we're going with. The opportunity cost is the money we could have been earning if we started working right away. Okay. Now, if we made the decision to go with working right away, then that was our trade off. And our opportunity cost would be the higher income that we would obtain from earning a degree. Okay. Now, with every decision, um, the decision there's no right or wrong decision. It's whatever's best for you. So basically what I'm going to do in the next section is just talk about guidelines or tips for committing or making that decision. They've always got to be forward looking. All right, so everything we make today, every dollar I spend today is a dollar I can't spend tomorrow. Okay, so everything we do has to be done with an eye on the future. Okay, now the trade off, the thing that we want to commit to, always needs to be considered, but we always have to think about what we gave up when we're making our decision. So opportunity cost always has to factor into the equation. Now, if there's any doubt in what you're doing, just step back and don't make the purchase. Do a little bit more homework, do a little bit more research, talk to a few more people. If there's doubt, trust your gut. Okay. Now, with that being said, we do not want to make any snap financial decisions. Never make a decision based off of fear or greed or any type of emotion. Okay, any trade that I made when I was trading, if I take a look back at the ones that didn't work, they were snap decisions. They were made on fear or greed, fear of losing or fear of missing out, um, or I held on a little bit too long. So um, we want to, as best we can, when getting into financial decisions, remove emotion so that we can think a little bit clearer. Okay. Now, I know it sounds a little bit common sense. It's really common sense. One of our guidelines is we always want to make sure that we're spending less than we earn each month. If we can do that consistently, we're going to be able to get ahead. And as we always want to, whatever is left over after our spending is done, we need to start setting aside for an emergency fund, as well as letting some of that extra money start earning money for us. Okay. Now, we do need to take care of ourselves, though. We do need to have a little fun, have a little enjoyment. So we do want to address every single month or every single year our wants, but be realistic, okay? When deciding which ones we can meet. Now, this one is tough to do, but you got to take your time and you've got to read all your financial agreements. All right, never, if you feel like someone's pressuring you into signing something, okay, just take a step back. and don't sign. All right, never get pressured into a deal. I've learned too many times from not fully reading a contract really what I was getting into. So if you can just learn from that lesson, please make sure you read everything before you sign. All right, and if you can, try to learn from others. All right, the best way to learn a lesson is to make the mistake. But if you can let someone else make the mistake for you, that will definitely help your bottom line. Okay, so learn from the mistakes of others. All right, now we're going to get into what we're working on today. Is we're actually going to go through a step-by-step decision-making process. Okay, so the first thing is we have to define what is the need, or what is the problem that we're working on. What's my goal here? Okay, now the second step needs to be pretty broad and very thorough. Like, list every possible option we have for filling that need, or solving that problem. Now, after we've listed everything out, it's time to start doing our research. Okay, like, we're going to compare all the options. What are the pros and cons of everything that we came up with on our list? Now, it's going to be tough, but eventually we're going to see what is best for us. Okay, so based off the decision we've gathered, what is the best decision we can make for us? Now, the fifth thing is, after we've made our decision based off of all the research we've gathered, it's time to take some action. Okay. Sometimes, though, when you're researching something that's based in technology, sometimes no action is better, because you might find through, say, the Consumer Electronics Showcase, that next year a new product is going to blow everything away, and maybe we should just wait for that thing to come out. Okay, so we want to do all our homework, see what's best for us now, but also sometimes research what could be coming out in the future. And in sometimes in those cases, we're just going to take no action. We're going to wait for the new model or the new technology to come out. Okay, now, after we have taken action, it's time to reevaluate our choices. Don't make the decision and then never think about it again. We really want to go back and reassess: was this the best option? Why did it work? Why didn't it work? Okay, analyzing your decisions after the fact can make you avoid bad decisions in the future. Okay, so we always want to be reevaluating and kind of honing our skills, as finding out what works and what doesn't work. All right, so now here's a little task for you guys to do today. You need to buy light bulbs for your house, and we're going to compare the different types of options that you have out there. So the first thing is, we need new lights for our house, and I want you to kind of walk around your house to every room, and I want you to start counting the number of light bulbs that you actually have in your house. I know it's something you don't think about a lot, but that number is going to get quite big. Okay. Now, after we've listed all the light bulbs that we need, we're going to need to compare what types of light bulbs are out there. Now, I've actually, to kind of keep everything uniform, I've put a site down here, learneartheasy.com/guide/LED light bulb comparison chart. You're going to be comparing three types of bulbs. There's incandescent bulbs, which used to be everywhere, and they're kind of going out as better technologies coming in. Another option is CFL, and then LED is the more expensive type of bulb, but we're going to take a look at all its benefits as well as its cons. The cons are the price up front, but the benefits on the back end could be much greater. So that's your goal for today. I'll be posting a Google form to get some information from you. And I think the upfront cost compared to the future cost will be quite stark. Okay. The cost of things don't end at the cash register. So the cost of ownership of some items like light bulbs or cars or homes could be quite costly and kind of eye opening. So I hope you enjoy that. Take a look at that and look for the Google form later in the day.